I just read out the statement of Nirmala Sitharaman. She's denied that there was any sort of victim shaming. How do you look at the statement?
See, if you see our Sanatan Dharma and our philosophy of Hinduism, it is said that Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam. Means the first person from whom someone learn is Mata, then Pita, and then Guru, and then Devam. But over here, what Finance Minister wants to portray is that you should approach the God and you should tell that everything is with the God. But this is not the way to address a problem being the Finance Minister of the country. I think they want people to become Atmanirbhar. So this is the way that they want to come out of this problem. See, this is not the way that government should deal with such kind of problem where a working culture and an environment is a big challenge in the entire nation. And this incident had brought to the notice that how the environment is, what stressful conditions are there for the employee, and especially in the private sector where people has to work more than 18 hours or 14 hours. Now, Pradhan Mantri can work 18 hours a day, but a common man who is also handling so many things has to go with so many things. So I think such statements are not good from a platform where you can speak such things. So government should look into it, take this matter seriously, and definitely it should go with some policies or some complaint box or some helpline number where such employees who are finding stressful conditions with their HR or their environment or their management should be addressed properly.
Absolutely. I'll take this point across to Dilip Cherian. Mr. Dilip Cherian, a lot of people right now are saying that the comments aren't just absurd, they lack empathy, they're downright cruel, and also dangerously out of touch with what the nation is demanding.
I am not one of those who normally sees very much merit in enthusing about comments made in this vein. However, I feel that there is no doubt that Nirmala Sitharaman is addressing an audience of companies who are today under stress for a variety of reasons. There is no doubt, as you said, that individuals and citizens are under stress on account of a variety of pressures on them. But please understand that today there is a much more robust system of complaints, of ways of seeking solace and support than used to exist even 10 years ago. So to say that this is entirely the fault of a corporate culture, to my mind, is definitely an overstatement. And while we must empathize with the girl, the loss of life, the snuffing off of someone extremely talented, there is reason for Nirmala Sitharaman to assure corporates that this is not going to result in a kind of witch hunt among companies, because that will make situation in the economy far worse than it is today. Imagine a situation where you already have a huge level of unemployment. If companies are, in a sense, encouraged to not look to hiring young people where this problem understandably is prevalent, there is a fine line that needs to be drawn, and it needs to be seen what the duty of the finance minister is.
Okay. Mr. Nikul Patel, help me understand what exactly the finance minister here is trying to say, because she says that people need to find time to seek God. They need to find time to find their inner strength as well. Now, given the reports that indicate that many Indian professionals today are forced to work 12 to 14 hours daily without any overtime pay as well, how does the finance minister expect people to find enough time to go seek God, find inner strength? I mean, there's no time to have lunch as well. When do we do all this?
See, a finance minister must understand that what is present scenario of the country, public sector as well as private sector. Even if you see banks, bankings and public sectors are also facing a stressful environment working because they has to work more than their regular shift hours. Now, when it comes to the statement of finance ministers, he said that, okay, now we should approach God, or we should go to the mandir, or we should find out some time. Definitely, you are correct that the stressful life and the working culture and the load that employees are bearing, they didn't even have to time to have a cup of coffee, or to take a nap because the competition is so much. So even though we have scheduled time duration for shifts, working culture of 8 hours, but that is not being practiced because of the pressure that employees are facing. But I think instead of giving solution, if the finance minister and the representative of the present central government ask people to approach the God for this kind of thing is really amazing, or we can say that frustrating for the people. I think she must definitely understand what she is speaking. But over here, I would say that as Pradhan Mantri is telling that you go and become Atmanirbhar, I think instead of improving the working culture, government wants that now people should become Atmanirbhar and rely on God rather than improving the working culture and environment for the employee in the country.